Hi everyone, my name is Wolfie, and today we're going to be doing a review of the Blue Yeti Nano. But before we jump into it, the Blue Yeti Nano is a new microphone which was recently released by Blue Microphones. I guess you could technically call it the little sister to the Blue Yeti if you're familiar with that microphone. That's actually the one that I am using to record this video, which you can see right here. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. But before we open this up and we take a look at the Blue Yeti Nano, I would like to mention the biggest differences between the Blue Yeti and the Blue Yeti Nano. So the different features which the Blue Yeti has that the Nano does not is that the Nano only has 2 functions, whereas the Blue Yeti has 4. So the functions on the Nano, you can actually see it here on the side of the box. Not sure how well that will focus there, but there is cardioid mode, which is basically you being right in front of the microphone and speaking into it. And then the other mode is omnidirectional, which is it picking up sound from all the way around. Those are the 2 options available on the Nano. The Blue Yeti itself, though, the original, it has 4 options. Those are 2 of the 4. But the cardioid mode is, I'd say, the mainly used feature for the Blue Yeti, but there are also some people that use it for other things, such as ASMR. If you're familiar with that, there are quite a few people who would probably recommend the Blue Yeti if you're looking to get into some ASMR. So as for the Blue Yeti Nano, that is one of the differences. The other major difference is the price. The Blue Yeti Nano comes at $99, whereas the Blue Yeti currently retails at $129. There was a time a few years ago when the Blue Yeti was actually $99 as well, but Blue since then has been bought by another company known as Logitech. You may be familiar with them as they do make computer items such as keyboards, webcams, computer mouses, and so forth. So now that we've gotten some of the major differences out of the way between the Nano and the original Blue Yeti, let's go ahead and take a look at the Nano. Now, before we take a look at the Nano, I'd like to mention that the amount of packaging for it would be highly unlikely that this were to get damaged while going through the mail with the amount of padding that they have around it. This foam right here, there's just so much of it, and it's so thick as well. So there's no need to worry that it may possibly be damaged while it's going through the mail. And here we have it, the Blue Yeti Nano. It's actually really small. The box by itself is the same size as the original Blue Yeti microphone. And I actually have the base here for my Blue Yeti, so let me go ahead and show you what they look like side by side so you can actually compare the size for yourself. So original Blue Yeti right here in this hand, and then Blue Yeti Nano. There's a big difference when it comes to the size, and there's also a big difference when it comes to the weight. This one is a lot lighter. I would say the Yeti's base alone weighs about the same as the Nano's base plus the Nano microphone being in it. So on the front of the Nano here, there is a volume knob, which is for your headphones. If you were to put them in, it does have an input for headphones. And you can also press this knob in order to mute the microphone. So on the back of the microphone, we have a button that will allow you to switch between cardioid and omnidirectional mode for the microphone. Now on the bottom of the microphone, we have a slot for a micro USB over here. And then on the other side, that is where you can put in your headphones. And then in the middle, we have a thread mount, which is so that you can put it up on an arm or something like that if you'd like to mount it. Now, I don't fully know why they went with this size threading, but they do give you something in the box which you can put in there, and it's basically standard size. So you put it in there and it should fit into your microphone stand. Now, before I plug this in, one thing that I hadn't mentioned is that it does come with a micro USB. So there's nothing that you'll need to purchase in order to use this microphone, as everything that you need will come in the box. So here we are now, and we're using the Nano in order to capture the audio. Now, if you were to press the button here, let me go ahead and show you what the mute function looks like on the microphone. You may have a little bit of trouble hearing me because it is still set to cardioid mode and picking up sound from that direction. So let me go ahead and swap it over. And now we'll go ahead and mute it. And as you saw there is a color change to red when you do mute it. And then on this side, we can go ahead and show you that there is a light. When you swap modes, you're able to tell by looking at that light. So this is omnidirectional. And now we're back on cardioid. Now the Blue Yeti does also have a gain knob on the Yeti itself. Now since the Nano does not have that same knob, what you need to do in order to adjust the gain on the Nano is there's actually some software which you can download from Blue's website, and that will allow you to adjust the gain on the microphone. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like. So here we are in the software called the Sherpa software. And on the left here, we have our mic gain, which is a slider that you can move left and right. Over here on the right, we also have a playback level, which is the knob we used in order to mute our microphone. You can actually turn that left and right, and that'll adjust the volume for your headphones. And then at the bottom here, you're actually able to change the function that your mic is on, whether it is cardioid or omnidirectional. Also, if you go up here, there's an option to check the firmware to make sure your device is up to date. And with that said, I believe there is now one last thing to cover, and that is a direct side-by-side with the Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti, as you can see, it is significantly larger. It's roughly 2 to 3 times the size of the Blue Yeti Nano. Also, when it comes to build quality, the Blue Yeti is actually fairly solid, and the Nano is fairly solid as well. And there we have it, a review of the Blue Yeti Nano. Now, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like and subscribe. I'm Wolfie, and I'll see you next time.